Are you in?
Hey everyone, I'm Hannah Saulic, the head of video here at CinemaBlend, with Sean O'Connell, our managing editor, and we are here to talk about the Flash sneak peek, teaser, I don't know what you want to call it, that just dropped at DC FanDome today that gave us Michael Keaton's Batman. Did we see Affleck's Batman in that? Was that his cowl on the floor? Okay.
I think that's his cowl on the floor.
Yeah.
Yes. That bodes very poorly for
Yeah,
his
it definitely
Batman,
seems
his
like
perspective.
Keaton's the main Batman in the story, but Sean and I just watched this once, so we figured we'd hop on and record a video and just kind of go through it and chat about everything and break it all down.
You know, once we rewatched it or like started to scrub back through, like a couple of things right off the bat caught our eye. So Hannah, let's start at the very beginning. You kind of asked like, where are we at the start of that teaser? And in only sort of determining that, I think we're pulling up to Keaton's Bruce Wayne's mansion, that I completely missed that it's two Ezras getting out of the taxi cab.
Yeah, it's the two that we see later in the teaser, but yeah, I definitely did not pick up on that at first, and I was just like, who is this person? But
so at some point, so I just paused it at that staircase where they come in. And we have to assume that at some point, multiple Flashes have encountered each other. And because at the end of that clip, at the end of the teaser, we also see that they're with Supergirl. She's spotted in the background. So then at some point, they're going to have to go and recruit Batman from his timeline. Right? Because this monologue that we're hearing is Keaton talking about the fact that, like, you can go anywhere you want to. Why would you sort of be fighting to restore your own personal thing? So, you know, Flash has kind of proven that he can transport back and forth between dimensions and universes, and he's presenting this to Keaton's Batman.
Yeah, and there's a line too later in the trailer where he says you can change the future and you can change the past. But I think as they're saying that is like when we see that cowl, Batfleck's cowl.
Okay.
So here's a question. Do we think that this is going to keep any sort of continuity with what we saw in Zack Snyder's Justice League with Batfleck's character? Because we know that didn't end well for him either.
Right. I am going to assume that this picks up from Justice League, right? And when we kick into it, it's Flash and Ben Affleck's Bruce Wayne in their existing timeline. I know that Warner Brothers has said that, like, Justice League is canon, but I can't believe that is honestly going to be the case. Because it's such a travesty. So, but I also don't think that Flash, the movie, is going to go to great lengths to extend connections to Zack Snyder's Justice League. Like, it's become something that Warner Brothers can't ignore, but they're going to have to build off of that. They are. But I do think that in this film, there is going to be some resets, you know, of certain factors of it, so that as they move forward from here, they can kind of establish more of their existing timeline, I think.
Okay.
So now I'm at 19 seconds, and I want to talk about, like, you know, as many times as we've seen this scene, which is, you know, Barry at the moment when his mother gets killed. It's almost like Peter Parker's Uncle Ben, right? Like, how often do we have to see it? But
you're bringing Marvel into this, really?
No, I'm sorry. I just mean as something that's played out on screen multiple times. However, when I saw this in the trailer, I got goosebumps. Because we've seen it on the CW show. We've not seen it in a film, to be fair. We've seen it in animated films. But to see it in live action, to see it play out, to see that they are actually potentially going to do the Flashpoint storyline, where Barry goes back and prevents this tragedy. Because that shot of Ezra, he sees his mom, I'm going to assume, at 31. Yeah. And she's alive. That's seeing it was pretty incredible. Pretty incredible.
And what do you think about his new suit that we see a little bit before that?
I think it's gorgeous. Do you like it?
I do like it. I'm curious to see how it moves, because we don't really get to see. I want to see him like run in it, but
looks like Tron. Reminds me of Tron.
Like Tron.
A little bit. But it's new, so that's that's a very new sort of upgraded suit, right?
Yeah.
Which could be something that that Affleck's Bruce Wayne gives him, or sort of just redoes for him, put some money into it kind of thing. So whose hand do you think that is? After we see Barry with his mom, whose hand do you think he's reaching out to?
I have no idea. It looks like a man because if you look, you can see the arm hair. Sorry if I'm assuming all men have thicker arm hair. But to me...
It's pretty thick arm hair. Someone's in a yellow sweatshirt. Yeah. It looks like.
So that looks like the Barry the Barry that gets out of the yellow taxi at the top, he's got a yellow sleeve.
So let's go to the cowl next. And it goes by really fast, but I think that's Affleck's cowl.
Yeah, I do too. You can't really, it doesn't give you like a great look at the actual face shape of it or like the ears, so I can't really
take a look at the drops of blood. You see all the drops of blood that are in front of it?
Yeah. I don't,
and then, so there's a streak of blood in the back of it as well too, and then does this look like someone's body in the background?
It looks like a suit. That might be Keaton's actually.
Oh, yeah. I see it. I see it.
So
it's very raised.
Batman. Yeah.
Yes, it's very raised.
So we get no Affleck in this. Dang it.
Well, we haven't gone through it frame by frame yet. I don't know.
Sorry to everyone at the beginning of this video who's probably like, you idiots. But yeah, main takeaway is it looks like Keaton's, we kind of already knew this, but Keaton's definitely the main Batman, it seems, in The Flash.
Yeah. And a bloodied Bruce Wayne pulls that cowl off and is climbing into the tub, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, so hop to the next scene then where we see Flash inside of a laboratory-esque type looking thing, and he's staring up at something, but we don't know what.
It looks like a body and or a suit. I can't tell if that's an arm of someone or if that's just an empty suit.
I think this is the longer-haired Ezra.
Okay.
For this reason, click to the next scene and he's with Iris and he's got his longer hair. Oh, you remember his awful hair when they cut in for the brunch? He's got that terrible wig on because he was shooting
brunch
the
out
Fantastic
of this.
Beasts.
I just want to shoot one DC video where we don't talk about brunch.
Fantastic Beasts, though, and the way that it's lit, it's so poor. Okay, cut to the yellow paper and the Flash emblem, right? Like, when I first saw that, when it was happening really fast, I thought that they were making the Reverse Flash costume. I thought it was the yellow costume with that red, the red lightning bolt going through it. But it turns out he's just putting cool things on his boots. So
just embellishing it a little bit, or maybe you're onto something. I don't know.
Think that could. I think it's misdirect.
Okay.
Feels a little bit like misdirect. Like they put it in there for people to jump to that conclusion.
I know, but now since everyone does that, it's like, or did they want you to jump to that conclusion and then not to, Anyway.
Right.
I overthink all these things, but.
Then we go to Flash in his new costume, but there he's in the Batcave. So
God,
sick.
Looks so good.
Doesn't that look amazing?
Yes. This shot of the cowl shot is so good. That's like the perfect first shot to see Keaton's Batman back. That's 100%. All I wanted. I don't want to see his face. I just want that.
And perfect. It's so easily like no other Batman has had the ears that tall.
Yeah, no.
All right, so let's stop real quick on the three, the three heroes asking Batman if he's in.
Yes.
Which of those do you think it's the Flash in the front? Is he the one with the suit that lights up like Tron?
I think so. Yes. Yeah.
Then the other Flash we have in the back.
Now I don't trust him because you said the Reverse Flash thing.
Wouldn't that be a little bit of deception, huh?
Uh-huh.
If he gets recruited, Barry recruits another Barry, but it turns out that it's Reverse Flash working against him the entire time.
Can't have that many people on one side. Who's the antagonist?
Who is the antagonist in this, right?
Is that a stat? Do we know? I don't think we know.
No, but I thought it was Reverse Flash. Maybe this is something that people already know.
Maybe.
If you guys know if that Barry is Reverse Flash, please let us know in the comments down below. Because here's what I bet happens. There is no antagonist necessarily, right? The antagonist is really just Barry trying to reverse his mom's murder. And it's only until like the point when that Flash reveals that like, oh, by the way, I've been your antagonist the whole time with little mustache twirl. And then, Barry has to team up with Michael Keaton in order to stop this.
And Supergirl.
You know what? You've convinced me that that's Reverse Flash. Then just like you say that the cowl is a perfect way to introduce Michael Keaton, the closing shot of the Batmobile underneath that tarp is because it's so clearly like, it's so weird that the Burton Batmobile has such a distinct shape to it, you know, that like even underneath a
you know exactly
like
what that is, yeah.
Exactly. And I like that they stop it before they reveal it. It's just cool. Everything about this was so cool.
Do you think they're going to update it at all, or do you think it's going to be exactly how it was?
You know, I'm torn. I'd like for them to keep it as accurate as possible, but you know, he should have updated it by this point.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, there should probably be some tweaks and upgrades to it.
Yeah.
My favorite thing so far in this trailer is the new suit, the new Flash suit, with the Tron-esque neon stuff going through it. You're right. No shots of him in action, basically.
Well, it's probably just because it's too early and they haven't finished anything to release it with proper VFX, which is understandable. But
what's your favorite part of the trailer? What did you like the most?
Oh, it's got to be Keaton's cowl. Walking up in the Batcave. It's just so cool.
I love it. I think it's amazing. This is easily my most anticipated DC movie coming down the pipe. Without question.
More than the Batman?
Yeah, wow. I know you're on the R. Pattinson bandwagon. And I'm not even saying that that's going to be bad. But, you know, by this point, how many Batmans have we seen? And,
fair.
You know,
I just like watching Batman be Batman. Anytime you give me Batman being Batman, I'm going to be excited.
And, you know, Batman movies tend to be characterized by how cool their villains are. And the villains in this one do seem fantastic. Like, we're going to get an amazing Catwoman. The Riddler looks like he's straight out of Seven. I can't wait till... I've been lucky enough to see the trailer. You guys are going to see it by the time this video airs. Colin Farrell as the Penguin is going to steal everything. Colin Farrell as the Penguin is going to steal everything. Oh my god, it's incredible.
Interesting. Well, taking it back to the Flash really quick, I do think it's interesting that we're going to get the multiverse in this movie, and I'm curious to see how that kind of expands or doesn't expand to future DC movies.
I hope that they don't go in a Warner Brothers DC fashion overboard with it. You know, I hope that they tease it and utilize it sparingly, but don't get too far away from, like, I don't want to see an abundance of things come dumping in from the multiverse. Just
so you don't want DC's version of Into the Spider-Verse.
Correct. I really don't. Or, you know, don't tell us that you're Endgame all of a sudden, you know, where everyone shows up.
Yeah.
They're introducing a Supergirl already. We've seen multiple Flashes. We have multiple Batmen. Like, this is already teetering on, you know, if we're not careful, or if Andy Muschietti doesn't have a firm grip on what's going on, that it could spiral out. But I have faith.
I think this teaser shows that we're in for something special.
Clearly, we're going to have a ton more stuff from DC FanDome here on CinemaBlend, so make sure that you keep it here for all your latest needs. If you're watching us on the YouTube, please go down, hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and you'll be the first ones to see all of the new videos that we post.